Feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. Feeling myself. I'm feeling my. Only been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like. Samanan Dumelang, hello. My name is Malwande. Welcome to my channel if you're new. Welcome back if you're a returning subby. I'm greeting you all today in the name of new braids. Yes, new braids. You heard that right. I have boho braids. I forgot for a second what they're called. Some people are calling them goddess braids, boho braids, and as always, I did them myself. I've been braiding my own hair for a good 9 years now. That's wild. That's crazy. At this point, I have had them for 2 weeks. I used the London hair fiber, which you would have seen me prepare in the previous video. If you haven't watched that, which is how I prep braiding hair, I will link it somewhere here and you can check it out. Another thing, for the London hair, I used about a pack and a half. Yes, I had bought 2 packs and I used about a pack and a half for this style. As well as the Magic Chic Beyonce 16-inch hair in the color 1B. My review on this hair, honestly, is that it works well. Yeah, it actually works well. This is what it looks like. To be honest, there's still quite a bit left over. There is enough left over for me to use this hair again, which I might do if I do return to the style. Actually, I'm pretty sure I will return to the style someday. Now, in all the styles I've ever tried, this was one of those that I had never done on myself before. Previously, I had done them on hair clients when I was still actively a full-time hairdresser. I did them on hair clients, but I was using flexi rods at the ends, which is basically for goddess braids. And I just feel like that's not my vibe. The reason being is that I don't like braids that look too thick and too full. And I did notice that when I was doing those kinds of braids on other people, the ends, the curls were just quite full. It was like two of these combined, but on one thin braid. And that for me is just too dense for a hairstyle on my particular head, considering that I have a rather, my scalp, it's touch and go with my scalp. It's touch and go with how much my scalp can handle. So yeah, I'm not a fan of that. So I just thought of it like, okay, let me really try use hair fiber for this style. And I've obviously seen other people make videos complaining about how their hair tangles and how you should use human hair if you want to do the style. But to be honest, I do not have the budget for human hair, and I just don't have an interest in spending 1,000 rand on hair fiber. Even if I had it, chances of me doing that are 0 to none. I just don't believe in it personally. Judge me if you want, but do it if you can, because obviously human hair will give you a more long-lasting result. However, I knew that I will probably keep the style for about 4-5 weeks max. If you are wanting to keep it safe for 2-3 months, then for sure I would advise human hair, because eventually this hair is going to mat out. Right now it's at 2 weeks, hence according to me it still looks pretty good, but eventually it will start doing its thing. So to explain what I did, I was adding curls to every other braid on my head, and this is because I honestly wanted a lot of curls on my hair. I really did. I wanted to have full curls and stuff, and yeah, this is essentially how I parted my back section. I don't know if it is visible, but there's curls on every other braid, and when I was adding the curls, I was really going in, okay? So you can see on this one, I put 2. 1, 2. Of course, all my ends had the curls. Each one, I think I added about 2 strands, 2 or 3 small pieces to this. I was taking out the hair from the magic packet and then separating it into about 3 or 4. The hair is attached to a weft, so I just cut it off the weft, and that is how I was getting my little bits. So I would braid in some and then take it out, clip this back, continue braiding. So basically I braided the end in. If you look closely here, you can see this is basically where the hair ended. To get a neater finish, you can just cut this off. It wasn't bothering me, so I didn't cut it off. I would class this as being medium size. As you can see, yeah, I personally feel like this is, I haven't done my edges. I feel like this is medium size, which is a size between small and medium. Medium I felt would be too large considering that I wanted these curly ends. Another thing to note about this hair is that it is quite slippery. It is extremely slippery. So what I would advise is that you honestly don't go a size bigger than this because you will struggle to keep this in. A thing that you can do is to use nail glue if you feel as if your grip or the grip of the hairstylist just isn't going to hold. You can put nail glue where your braid ends. You just probably put a dollop there or something like that. I did not find it to be necessary yet again because I knew what I was working with. I understand hair, so I just made sure to grip tighter when it came to this point. Outside of that, I am loving the style. I find it to be extremely light. From the first day, I could do a bun. I could do all the things that I wanted to do. It was no hassle at all. It's so much fun. I absolutely love hair that gives me a playful element. It's such a vibe. It is such a vibe. It's giving go on vacation, but we can't because we're working girls. But yes, this is a perfect holiday style, perfect out of office style, perfect getaway style, you know, just because of how lightweight it is. This is the kind of hair that you can go swimming in, you can do activities in it, you can explore and whatever without having to worry about all this hair that you're carrying around and the heaviness and the heat and whatnot. My overall rating for this style would be, I want to say, an 8 out of 10. Yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. The 2 remaining points is because I'm still yet to see what's gonna happen in the next 2-3 weeks while I continue with the style. Then in my final video about the style, I will give like an overall experience with it. But please do note, your hairstyle being lightweight and all that stuff is dependent on your grip. It's dependent on how you prepare your natural hair for the style. It's dependent on the hand of the person who's braiding you. I generally have been told that I have a gentle hand. I've been told this by previous clients and people that I've done in the past. And considering that I have a somewhat tender scalp and I don't feel much pain from my own hand, I take it I have a soft hand. And also, I always leave my edges out. As you can see, my edges, I don't involve them in my braiding business at all. At all, okay? Listen, they have nothing to do with the choices I'm making when it comes to style. So I leave them out of it. I let them drink water and drink oil and live their lives in peace. So it is a moderate length, but obviously moderate according to my standards as a tall human being. So yeah, I want to say it is lower back to almost butt length. Actually, no. These curls, yeah, it's basically beginning of butt length, you know. Yeah, that is where it's at. I will catch you in my next one. Bye.